All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Show you what's going on. Tomorrow it's going to be warm out, so I'm going to want to kickstart my Flathead to see if she's still making noises. I adjusted the valve lash, so I want to check that. In the meantime, I got Dirty Dave here. He's out back doing a little side job for me. But let's go in and tinker with Vic's blue Flathead. Come on in.
Hey, what's up, Slick?
What's up, Dave?
I just got done digging Salt's body up, man. I don't know what he did to you, but his face was tore up, man.
Oh, man, the kid will never learn. He just keeps touching other people's bikes and fingerprinting them all up.
That's messed up. You should never do nothing like that.
All right, look, dude, for all your hard work, and that was a tough job,
Right.
I got your money, but here, I also got you a free t-shirt.
All right. Thanks. So open him up.
Yeah, they're pretty badass.
Slick Rick Customs, huh?
Bitch.
Slick head. I like it.
All right, let me go in the house and get your money. Hang out here for a little bit.
All right.
Don't touch nothing.
Man, where's this guy at, man? It takes a long time for a couple hours. Yeah, let me check this bike out. It's badass. I like it. You know what's he gonna do if I touch it? He got nobody else dig holes or nothing. Screw him.
All right, Dave, here's your money. What the fuck are you doing? All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So first thing I want to do tonight, since it's warm out, it's like 50 degrees, is I want to start up my Flathead while we still have some daylight too. I want to start up my Flathead. You know, I adjusted the valve lash on my Flathead there. So I want to start it up and see how it sounds. They were actually too tight, so I actually put the proper thickness, the proper feeler gauge in between the valve and the lifter. So let's pop it out and see how she sounds. figured out what the metal noise is. It's my rear exhaust pipe tapping against the head. I'll hold the pipe still. The exhaust pipe, the rear one, bouncing in and out of there, causing the metal noise, not my valve. You know that metal noise? That's the exhaust. Damn tapping noise. Alright, let me put her away. I gotta fix that, get that exhaust to stop rattling against the cylinder. Let's get to work on the blue Flathead. so that worked out for the best. I'm glad it wasn't my valves making all that tingy metal noises. It's this exhaust. I can fix that. Thing is, with the older Flatheads, they don't have anything that bolts the exhaust pipe in to the head. It just goes in there, and that's it. They used like some cement back in the day. I put this spring on there, but it just lets it jiggle around. I also have a bead of high temp caulk trying to hold it in. I guess I'm gonna have to redo that, and I have to retweak this clamp so it keeps pressure pushing up on the exhaust, keeping it in the motor, so it won't ting 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 around, you know. But I'm happy it worked out, and my valves are set properly. They're not too tight. All right, let's get to work. All right, time to dive into the Flathead. The things I want to do tonight, points. I'm going to check his points gap. Well, actually I'm not. Well, I will, just so I know what they had in here. But I'm going to change these points. This plastic, where the fiber bar would be, right there at the end of my fingernail, is worn down, I think, because I can't see any step out. It's worn down because the cam lobe is dry as a biscuit. No grease on it. She's a dry. So that'll wear your, usually it's a fiber bar. It'll wear that down real quick, but this plastic one, I don't see anything. And the points are corroded and pitted a little bit. They would need to be cleaned up, but I'm just going to get new ones. This condenser looks old as balls, so I don't know how old that is. So I'm going to order all that up. I want to put oil in the tank. Now, I forget what he told me, why the tank was emptied. I don't know if he did it or somebody else did it. But anyway, there's no oil in this tank. So I don't know how much is in the case, but I'll put, you know, this would usually hold about 4 quarts of oil. So I'll put maybe 2 quarts of oil, see if it registers on the dipstick, and start the bike like that and see what comes back, and then go from there with the oil. But just want to get some in it, and I want to gravity bleed oil down to this point, make sure there's no it's not airbound, and that we'll have flow. Hopefully it'll be primed. I'm gonna get this battery out of here tonight, because like I said, it wouldn't take a charge. So I'm gonna pull this battery out tonight and see if I can't bring it back to life with a little water and another charging. So I'm going to pop up the pogo seat. I'm also going to, I'll probably check the timing. Pop up the back wheel, check the timing. This gas has got to come out of there. The little bit that's in there is brown and nasty. That's pretty gross. So I want to dump that out of there. And that'll be easy to dump. I'll just pull it off of these janky pieces of hose, because it has a fuel shutoff valve right here, an inline one. So I'll pull it off there, and we're there, and just, you know, dump it into a bucket, let it drain into a bucket. And then the old linker's got to come off of here. That's got to come out and get cleaned up. It's probably going to be all bad. I can already tell the bushings are worn on the butterfly. So I'm getting movement from side to side, which you're not supposed to have. You can get an intake leak through there. So usually the kits come with the bushings. Look at this vent cap. The hole right there is barely hanging on for dear life. Nasty. So I also want to pull the spark plugs. Just doing all your standard basics, you know, fuel, oil, spark. And you should start as long as the motor's not seized. I might even unloosen the valve covers and check the valve lash on them while I'm at it. I'm going to pull these spark plugs. Like I said, it's got the older style that got a ring terminal on it. I like them. And this cutout relay. This bike probably hasn't charged its own battery in a long time. It's a cutout relay. And this armature gap right here is only supposed to be, I think, 20 thousandths. Look at it. That's a whole, looks like a whole 16th. When you push down on it, it never even touches the contacts. Still got a gap. I'm probably just going to get them a new one. I mean, I can bend it up. I don't know. You can bend them and get them to where you want them to be. But I'm just going to get them a new one also. And the gap in here, the air gap, there's a set of points in there that you're supposed to set at 0.15, I think. And that's no good either. So this bike definitely wasn't charging back to the battery. That's for sure. I had that problem with my Flathead, and I had to deal with it and get a new cutout relay and set up the gaps. And yeah, that cutout relay will send a signal up to your dash, tell you your generator's not working if you're not charging, because it won't pull in the coil, which will then send a signal the opposite way to the dash. But anyway, yeah, because they're supposed to stay on your generator light when you start the bike and you're idling real low. And as a centrifugal force gets going, RPMs will generate, it'll pull this coil in and then send the charging voltage to your battery from the generator and let that light go out. You know, don't quote me on any of this because I'm probably not saying it right, but I know how it works. You just crack a book open and they tell you how they work. They're not complicated. They just look scary. They're not. So I'm going to get a new one. All right, let's dig into it.
The switch on, and I was like, man, that headlight looks awful dim. I know I've got it wired up to high beam and headlight. You know, it should be brighter. So I traced down a couple of wires. I was like, man, make sure I hooked up to these breakers correctly. And I was like, man, get your voltmeter out. There's no telling how long that battery sat on the shelf. I put the voltmeter on it. It had like 9.9, 10.1 volts. I said, that's the problem right there. Thank God.
Oh yeah, like
so I got it on trickle charger. Tomorrow I think I'm going to go out there and put some oil in it and maybe rig up a fuel system and see if I can fire it up.
yeah, Vic's battery, it's cooked. It's done. It has.
I'm worried about this one. This is the one that I put that S&S motor in. I took it out of that one, put it in this one, and I've got it timed as perfect as I can time it, bro. But it's all scary on those first few. You know, are you to it there? Did you get it dead on?
Oh yeah, dude. I still have PTSD from the green ironhead that broke my ankle and ruptured my Achilles. Right. So I have PTSD from that. So. Like even timing Vic's panhead, right? I was nervous, like, oh my God, what if I did it wrong and it breaks my ankle again, you know?
Yeah.
Or hurts Vic, you know? So I know what you're talking about. It's a scary feeling. You better know you did it right or else you're going to break your shit.
Yeah, I bought me a new test light. I'm going to probably go through it one more time. Well, I'm probably just going to pull the cover off, turn it around to the advanced mark on the flywheel, and then hook my test light up, and then just twist the cam and make sure it just lights up just as I get the cam all the way open.
Yeah, because you have the advanced, you have the advanced flyweights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how the ironhead was. So.
Yeah.
What did I want to say to you? So you have your laptop ready? You ready to do that?
Yeah, should I be in studio or on my page?
You got to be in the studio, Creator Studio.
All right. I got to get open too. And let me tell you, bro, you know, I'm 52 on my birthday. It's the first computer I've ever had.
Uh-huh. All right.
So I'm literally learning everything.
All right, Hippie, hold on 1 second. Pause.
All right.
All right, everybody, that's Hippie from Hippie's Chopper Corner. Let me teach this motherfucker how to use a computer. Later. All right, finally got off the phone with Hippie. All he wanted to do was gossip. He just wanted to gossip about all the creators out there on YouTube. I was like, look, dude, I got to get work done. I'm a man. So he understood, and he got off the line. But anyway, let's go over everything that I found in time-lapse. First thing is this battery is cooked. It's done. He needs a new one. It was installed back in 2017. So what's that, 6 years ago? 7 years. 7 years is all I get out of my batteries. But I checked the water level. There was no water in it, bone dry. All the plates were showing. And you're never supposed to let an acid battery go that dry where your plates are showing and no water in there. So, done. I called Vic. He's going to get me a new one next week. Spark plugs, they looked pretty good. They're not bad. At least they're burning evenly. So I got the oil. I'll put in the good stuff into the tank. I'll crack this nut and get it dripping out of here before I get it going into the oil pump. What else? Oh, the carburetor. So I got the linkered out. And I stand corrected. I was saying that I felt that the bushings were worn. Side-to-side action, I don't have any of that. I have no side-to-side play. It felt like I did up there in the bike, but nope. So those bushings are still good for the throttle shaft and the butterfly. Still good. So I'm going to crack this open, clean everything up, all new gaskets. You know the deal. Set the needles right to start the bike off, Rich, and then you tune it while you ride. You set the low one up while it's idling and the engine's warm, but then you set the high speed up while you're riding. So that's that with all the parts. There's the little intake. I'd like to do something different here with this fuel line. I'd like to make him, this is a crossover tube that someone's using for half a fuel line. I'd like to make him a copper one all the way to the carburetor, incorporating a shut-off valve in the middle, because that was nice having that. Not that there was much to drain, but I'd like to make him a copper one if he'd let me. I'll see what happens. Oh, don't be dripping on my table. All right, I'm gonna end the video here and get to all this stuff, and I'll get back to you guys. If I don't have enough to show you, then I'll pull the pan head in here and start the clutch job or something. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with this guy. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. For those of you that stuck around, thank you for that. I'm gonna order up all the parts that I need. That's the not so fun part. Even when it's not my money, it's just a horrible job ordering parts, finding them, ordering them. But anyway, I want to end this. Hey, I'd like to thank all the guys that helped out my buddy Hippie. We got him over the finish line. He's now partnered with YouTube and he's monetized. He's making millions of dollars now. He's going to be set for life. So good for you, Hippie. Congratulations. By the time you guys see this video, it'll be the new year. So happy New Year's, everybody. Pretty sure we're going to have a good one coming up, especially here at Slickhead Custom Cycles. So I'm going to end it here. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I got to go because I got another hole I got to dig out back behind the shed. Talk to you guys later.